is taking over the world. Watch out!
Whoa, now, it's not that over-exaggerated. Hi, I'm Smiley, a digital artist. Today, I'll be determining whether AI is taking over people's jobs, especially in the art community. As AI significantly improved in the arts category, instead of people stealing and tracing others' artwork, they started to use AI-generated art. I'm here to prove that AI can never, ever be compared to real people's artwork. Here how it goes. Welcome to the AI or Not game show. I am your host, the one and only Smiley.
Ooh, we love you! Ooh.
Oh please, thank you. Now first round, is this AI or not? If you guess not, you are wrong. Now, the second round, is this AI or not? If you guess not, you are wrong. And third and last round, AI or not? This is also AI! Well, that's it for the AI or not game show. Thanks for watching and back to you, Artist Smiley. Well, I wouldn't have guessed all these artwork are AI, right? Well, you can now. Now let's start drawing. Now let's redraw this AI art. Now let me just take this. Now that I've captured this AI art piece, let's make this artwork real. Now sketching the whole pose was super easy. As I use the exact reference pose, I just redraw the one on the AI art. But the only thing that was not easy was those hands. What the f is going on? I can't tell what's going on with these as they are colliding onto each other. So of course had to go onto Pinterest to find holding hands together reference. This made it pretty clear that AI can't draw hands. As an artist, I also can't draw hands. So how can you tell the difference, you must say? Is that the brushstrokes. In artist artworks, you can visibly see each brushstroke. AI, you must be able to see it, but it's not always consistent, as some aspects have some patchy rendering on it, making it highly suspicious of it being AI. Oh my god, I actually enjoyed drawing the hair so much because while I was doing this art piece, I was studying hair, literally everything about the hair, going from its structure, physics, pattern, and rendering. As much as I struggle rendering hair, it's my main aspect in my artworks. I had reference of hair strength, so I just followed that. Comparing how I draw hair to AI's one, I made mine more dynamic and flowy. I made it much more bigger and more curvy to show a sense of flowy, bubbly movement, which was so fun to draw. It was very bubbly and candy-like vibe, if you know what I mean. I just had to make the hair very wavy and all over the place. As I placed on the color, adjusted them as they did look really bright. So I added this yellow tint to dim it. Now rendering is a whole different story because as the AI image had pretty basic rendering of just cell shading, nothing wrong with that though. I had freely render how I wanted. I experimented with a rough watercolor brush the whole rendering process. This gave it very nice rough crispy traditional texture, which I really love so much. I usually like to make my artwork very detailed, so this rough texture really made more detailed. Now basically once the blending part is done, I added more texture, depth, and colors by doing cross-hatching. I really love doing some cross-hatching as I heavily inspired by manga. It gives more of a sketchy rough vibe that I just really love. It also makes the art piece more detailed and I just prefer that because I don't really like a clean artwork and rendering in my opinion. I really just like the rough part that gives off a traditional paintery look. So that's why I don't care about clean line work and art piece overall. Now I just finished the rendering, I liquefied the parts that needed, and to determine if they need to be liquefied, just flip the canvas and you can really see all the mistakes if it looks off. I added additional details of white highlights and coloring adjustments as I want to make it more desaturated and vibrant tint around. So I experimented with desaturated with a tint of pastel saturated color, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to do this coloring transition by studying this type of coloring style. It's really hard to explain because it involves heavily with color theory, which I'm not running away from. I am currently learning along with anatomy because hands are not nice to draw. So yeah, I hope in this journey you can see how I'm improving my art. And here is the yummy cotton candy artworks that I just want to eat it, even though I do hate cotton candy. But I was really proud. I was even surprised myself that I'm capable to render and color like this. So I hope you liked it. Wow, I think I pretty much cleared all these AI pieces. What do you guys think? So now that I finally dealt with all these AI work, my duties are finally done? Another AI piece? Wait.
A few moments later.
I'm out of breath. I finally captured this AI image. Wait, Madoka? Yes, Madoka is here. Our special guest. I thought this piece would be awesome to draw and it's quite a challenge to complete. And also, I finally caught this AI piece. I don't think these AI stuff could get away from me. Now that it's all mine, it's time to turn you into a real artwork. Remember that you each halfway. Really like if you like and comment. Methionine, theraminol, glutamate, larginine. Kidding. Just comment strawberry to see if real one stayed. But while you're here, have these blueberry as a treat for making this far. And sketched this wild pose that was hard to draw. But what's even more wild is that I heavily added a slight fisheye perspective. It's really just to make the artwork more interesting and dynamic by practicing more perspective. And I'm also not running away from full body poses. As I used to only draw faces around 2023 to early 2024, I have now expanded my art brain, I guess you could say that. So this was a great piece to practice. Not only that, but even crazier is the line work on this. What is going on with me? I'm suddenly immune to these art blocks because I drew this at 1 AM. Yes, at midnight going through like 3 AM. Which is kind of scary, like did I get possessed or something? Like something about that urge to draw late at night is like magic. For some reason, I draw better at night because the motivation hits randomly at that time. I mean, come on, who really likes to draw in the morning? So throughout drawing this line art, it was actually pretty fun to do. Now the flat colors, color picking the reference and trying to replicate that lighting. Lighting was really interesting because I don't often do this behind the character lighting, which I really love. It gave such a cinematic and dynamic feeling. Now I adjusted the coloring on how I usually like my colors to be. Now this is the interesting part because I didn't use the exact color like the AI image. Why? Because I didn't really like it. I mean, I'm not hating on it, it's just not my style, if that makes sense. I want the artwork to be my style, so I really didn't replicate the exact AI image because I am drawing how I want to convey this art piece. So Madoka revolves around with the whole lore about the galaxy and universe. I want to go for a pink, purple, and blue to show off that vibe, making the dark shadows blue and the lighting pink. Blending everything. After I over-render the top part of the composition, which is the upper half of the body, and the face. Because I do this fade effect at the lower half of the body, so I don't need to render that part as much. I rendered the face, the hair, and the top part a lot, especially the hair and the face, to make it very eye candy. This made it way faster because I didn't have to render the whole art. making me save so much time. Now I use white, yes, pure white, to make it really pop for the light source and the highlights. Then later on lower the opacity, fixing the lighting by making the face and the bow more brighter to attract the viewer's attention. Now doing this particle effect. I did copy like the AI image, so it did take a while to figure out since I'm not used to drawing these type of particle effects. So that was another thing that I learned. Now using a bright pink for the glow effect on the particles and sparkles. This way it gives such a magical vibe which I love. It literally brightened this artwork so much. And then once again, lastly doing the color adjustments in case, and then finished. And oh my god, this look of galaxy effect made it more interesting and alive in this artwork. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. Now, I know what you're thinking, this looks nothing like AI, you didn't draw it correctly, blah blah blah. Well, exactly. Even though I didn't technically replicate or redraw it right, that's the whole point. Before jumping into conclusions, the reason why I did so significantly different is because of my art style. It's how I convey my art and how I want to draw it, not the AI. Which is the idea why AI can't replicate our creativity. It's simply that they can't be unique or creative as they want to be. Compared to us artists, you can see these type of AI art has sort of the same thing going on. I implemented my style of desaturated and saturated colors, dynamic lighting, and pose, and the most important, perspective. These are the key assets that I prefer to do because it's what I want. Now, enough yapping. This was just a boost why your art is better than AI's. Wow, after looking through all these AI pieces, it came to a clear conclusion that AI may create visual pleasing art, but it lacks the heart of true art. It doesn't think, feel, or connect with the subject the way the artist does. Meaning behind it, such as why you stayed up 3 AM to finish the artwork. Well, oops, if you do that, please get some rest. When I'm saying that, art is more than just aesthetic. It's about storytelling, intention, and meaning. No matter how advanced AI becomes, it will never replicate the creativity, emotion, and the depth of artists pour into the work. This is why your artworks is 10 times better than AI's. So keep creating and don't explode. Peace.